Yeah, I'm doing another LP. It's been nearly a year since I started my last one, so I figured I'd be well overdue. So we're going to go straight to the top of the ladder and play some Doom. And not just any regular Doom, but we're going to go for some brutal Doom here, which wrecks so much face. This is potentially the greatest WOD that's ever been made for this game. Just full stop. As you can see, there's a shit ton of blood going left, right, and center, and this is the first time that I've fucked this certain part up. Usually I just nail through this entire area without taking any form of damage whatsoever, but oh well. Guess that's just a demonstration of how badly I suck at this game, because one thing that has not changed in this year in which I've spent out of LPs has been the fact that it takes me 20 goddamn attempts to do a freaking segment. No, not really. But yes, this is my 6th attempt at this segment, because my incapability of talking has been screwing me over, and my incapability of sticking with a certain subject and finish explaining it in the space of a single segment has also sucked, because I have actually completed this segment a couple of times, and both times it failed because my words incredibly sucked. So anyways, brief further explanation as to what the hell this mod is. Aside from the additional blood, you can perform a whole bunch of other things on your enemies, such as executions, flipping them off, telling them to go fuck themselves, and just spurting out random one-liners. It's basically just Duke Nukem meets Doom meets the blood meter turned up 35 times over. I don't know. We'll just go with that then. Just go with that, because there is nothing much more that I can say that can describe how awesome this mod is. And this is just the first segment. I mean, I'm going to be showing off a whole bunch of stuff. You can perform executions on your enemies as well, which is a really, really awesome thing. Most of the executions, however, do require a berserk pack, and since this is the shareware episode, you're not going to find any berserk packs, which kind of sucks. I thought I left a armor behind there. I did leave behind that box of shotgun shells, which I'm going to take with me. But yeah, anyways, basically, let's see if I can perform something here. Yeah. Okay, do not get lucky in the slightest at all there. But yeah, sometimes you can just blow your enemy's leg off, and then they're just going to be sitting there, just about dead, and then you can blow their head off while they're in that state of pretty much begging for mercy. Although I don't know if Hellspawn would want to beg for mercy, and I missed some kind of item. It was definitely not the Mega Armor, because I forgot that in the first segment of in the first attempt of this segment. I was kind of pissed off at it. And I'm going to leave you to scream like that, because eventually you're going to start crawling on the ground, and then I can perform an execution on you. Come on. Come on. There we go. That would be that. Which is incredibly awesome. And yes, I just kind of lost half my armor there. But I don't care, because I wanted to show off the execution, because executions are awesome and you don't always have to have a berserk pack to use them. So, and I'm not sure, but I think there's another mega armor in this level. Wait, no, there's only 2 regular armors, 2 or 3. And I'm not going to grab the regular armors until my mega armor has exhausted itself, because there's not much point wasting it. And we're going to do another execution, or at least hopefully do another execution. One thing I've noticed is that when it comes to performing these execution things, I've noticed that I'm less likely to do it on a regular zombie man than I am on a shotgun guy. It's kind of weird like that. I mean, I've nailed all the zombie men I've faced. Like, I've had the opportunity to use this on. I've been able to do it fine. And a cruelty bonus. Yay! 5 extra health. Which is awesome. That's basically what I was explaining at the end of the last level, so... which is kind of cool. You can go die in a hole. And we got the minigun, which is pretty much just the regular minigun sprite, except that the hand has got a glove on it, because that's just basically a feature of this. I don't know. Mini gloves and much blood. Now let's see if we can... okay, can't do that. Because in some cases, when you kill an enemy with the minigun, you can, if you maintain fire on them, they'll stay, like, upright, and then you just keep shooting at it, and all the body parts come flying off, and then once you've finished them off, you get a cruelty bonus for that. Yeah, I like that. It's very good. And of course, as you can tell, the barrels are going to be your best friend because they're just going to blow shit to pieces. And he just lost a chunk of his head. Yeah, there's sort of... This game does sort of have hitboxes. I mean, I'm assuming that that's what that whole thing is the hitbox sort of mechanic, because, I mean, you shoot them in the leg, they're probably going to lose their leg. Except in these cases, they're just flying off, and I guess I hit him somewhere around the arm area, and then I just blew his head off while he was pretty much in the position where he could beg for mercy, but it's just screaming because he lost his arm. Hooray for cruelty bonuses. That's probably one of my favourite things about Doom, is just to have that little thing where you just, hey, look, you get some armor for being incredibly merciless. This is one of the other things that I like. Once I find another enemy, this is one of the other things that I like. Thank you, enemy, for completely and utterly ruining that. Jesus Christ. Every attempt that I have made in these failed segments to do that to an enemy, they've just basically just kind of just kept shooting me, and it interrupts the line that your character says, which is incredibly annoying when you're trying to do this. So I'm basically just waiting until I blow an enemy's leg off or something like that, or just put them in a situation where they're basically just screaming for their life. And that's not happening at all, so clearly I suck at life. No, not really, I don't know. But, yeah, point is, you can flip your opponent off, you can flip the enemies off and offend them, like this.
Get off, scum! Go fuck yourself!
Yeah, there's a couple of set phrases that he says. A couple of them are actually the exact same words, but just in different tones. One of them's a bit more of a lower sort of tone, and then the other one's a bit more high-pitched. Which is weird, because this guy's, like, the definition of, like, brutal, badass motherfucker. Like, you think Terradino Cassat's badass. You think Duke Nukem's badass. You haven't seen anything like that.
It's raining blood!
Yeah, and you can say one-liners as well. I believe that that's the setting for, because I pressed the G key there, which I had it set to. I think that's the just the random one-liner, because there's also advanced taunts in this game, which is hilarious because there's no taunts in this engine port that I'm using. The engine port in question being Z-Doom. I had to use a whole bunch of different engine ports to get this frickin' thing to not only just play well, but to record well as well. Like, basically the backstory for this is I attempted to do a Doom playthrough well over a year ago. It failed. It was Doom 2 with Eons of Death, and it kind of just failed because I suck at the game. Like, I kind of sucked. I got it to a level in it, and I just sucked. So I dumped it, and then about a week or so ago, I basically came up with a decision that I'm going to do Brutal Doom, I'm going to do the first Doom game, and then I'm just like, okay, cool. We'll get Camtasia out, ready to record this sort of thing, and while recording, the game lags up a goddamn shitstorm. It's just like, what the hell is going on? I've got no idea how the hell this happens. So, I basically scrapped that, tried King Studio with Audacity, that failed as well, and then I basically just kind of came up with the abrupt decision to get Fraps, which I thought failed as well, but that's only because I had the trial version, but I got the official version, and so it's fine. And then I got sick, so I could have easily had this recorded like nearly a week ago, but yeah, then I got sick, and so that kind of razzed up my stash a little bit. But yeah, I'm actually finally doing stuff. So yay. Yeah, first 2 levels of this playthrough done. I'm not going to be doing 2 levels each segment. I only did this because these 2 were just relatively short levels. If it's a relatively long level, then I'll just probably keep it to its own segment. I might also keep secret levels to their own segments, because, you know, they're all, like, secret and that sort of stuff. Probably not going to do that because the secret levels aren't overly too long. So I might just check the secret levels in this segment along with another one. So, but yeah, that's it. Enough of my lollygagging. Next time we're going to be dealing with the toxin refinery. So see you for that.